I mean, we could have like our own pumpkin Lucky Charms here. Oh, this just turned into a dessert. Forget breakfast. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name's Diana and we discuss eating a gluten-free, vegan, plant-based lifestyle, sometimes tracking my weight loss journey, but on today's video, we're doing a fall haul, y'all. We went to Trader Joe's. We picked up every fall item they had that was gluten-free and vegan, and we're gonna try it out right now on camera. I haven't tried anything yet except for one item, and I'm gonna tell you what I think about everything, and hopefully by the time you see this video, you'll still have a chance to go and pick up the seasonal items because they won't be there for long because the next round of seasonal items will be out. All right, let's get into it. So first up, I want to say pretty much everything I bought. I do have a receipt somewhere. If I can find it, I'll post it in post, but everything cost pretty much $5 or less. I mean, it's Trader Joe's, so nothing was too expensive. I think the most expensive thing I got were these cute little succulent planters. So they're like the Day of the Dead cat and dog. There was almost no cats left. But yeah, totally reminded me. I used to have a black cat. She passed away a few months ago, but it totally reminded me of her and I thought it was so cute, so I had to get them. But I'm really excited. Like, there's some really cool finds in here. Like, look, how often do you find vegan and gluten-free marshmallows? So that's exciting. We got some kind of pumpkin Cheerio thing going on that's vegan and gluten-free. We're gonna match it with some oat milk pumpkin beverage. Might be a little too much pumpkin all at once, but that's okay. We also got the pumpkin spice gluten-free bagels. Fun fact, all the Trader Joe's gluten-free bagels have egg in them, but for the pumpkin ones, I guess it was enough to hold them together, so they didn't put eggs, so I can actually eat those. Fall leaf corn tortilla chips. Can't wait to try these. And then we also got the Ghost and Bats potato snacks. So they're like potato chips, but they're shaped like ghosts and bats. And then we have the pumpkin tortilla chips. I'm not really sure how different these will be versus the fall leaf ones that are shaped like leaves, but had to pick them up and try it. And then lastly, I didn't get to get this last year because I missed it, but only in the fall for some reason do they come out with the Baker Joseph's gluten-free cornbread mix. So you obviously have to add in your own ingredients. I'm not gonna make cornbread on this video, but if you comment down below and you guys really wanna see me make the cornbread, I'll do a whole separate video on Baker Joseph's cornbread. I don't know anything about their Baker Joseph products. Is that like a common thing? I guess if you know about it, comment down below. I thought everything was just called Trader Joe's, but this one for some reason is called Baker Joseph's. So yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, so first up are gonna be these fall leaf corn chips. It is interesting that they are made with pumpkin powder, and I'm assuming they're gonna have a very distinct taste to them. So smelling them, they just smell like corn tortilla chips, but you can see they resemble leaves, and they come in these two colors. Let's try to find some that aren't broken. There's a leaf. Okay, there's one, right? Pretty cool. Never seen leaf-shaped corn tortilla chips before. Now, it does mention that they may contain milk, soy, and sesame. I'm assuming it's because the facility it was made in or the factory that it was made in, they didn't worry about cross-contamination. So technically, yes, these are not labeled as vegan for that reason, but there's not actual milk in the ingredients. So I haven't had corn tortilla chips from Trader Joe's before. Generally speaking, I try not to buy items anymore that have a bunch of different oils in them, and these do. It's interesting to note that they did put, like I said, the pumpkin powder in here. I really thought it would have a lot of pumpkin flavor and be very pumpkin forward, but it really just tastes like a corn tortilla chip. But they're quite fun. They come in the shape of a leaf. All right, so next up we're gonna try these Trader Joe's Ghost and Bats crispy potato snacks. So they look like potato chips. There's nothing really to them for the ingredients. I think this is just mostly about the shapes. So let me see. Oh, perfect. So these are what the little ghosts look like. So cute, right? And then these are the little bats. Totally cute. I could see little kids being all about this, or of course, you know, us big kids. So these, I think they have a weird aftertaste. It could be because of all the chemicals that are in them. I don't really know. Like modified potato starch, maltodextrin, and then obviously all these oils they put in here. They don't taste like potato chips to me. They taste like a healthy potato chip, which is weird because any of the ingredients that are in here don't imply that it's healthy. So I don't know, even if they sold these all year round in different shapes, I don't think I'd buy these again. I don't think they're very good. They don't taste like a potato chip to me. It's almost like you took a rice cake or styrofoam and mixed it with a potato chip. That's the best way I can explain it. I know that sounds gross, but I was expecting, they're really thin, so I was expecting more of like a Pringle taste or something. Not doing it for me. So we're gonna do these pumpkin corn tortilla chips. These ones I think are actually going to taste like pumpkin. It says that they use, let's see, corn flour, pumpkin actual puree, pumpkin seeds, and they also have cinnamon and nutmeg in them. They're labeled gluten-free. Obviously corn chips should be gluten-free. Nothing offensive in them. They're obviously vegan. So let's try these. Ooh. So when I smell the bag, there's all kinds of like the cinnamon and the nutmeg flavors coming through. There you go. So they're a little darker looking. I guess they kind of look pumpkin-y on the camera, but they're like a little darker looking than a corn tortilla chip. That's actually really good. It's subtle. I still taste more of the corn than I do the pumpkin or the nutmeg. I actually wish they had put more pumpkin into this. It's kind of a little disappointing. I really thought they were going to be very like pumpkin forward. I mean, pumpkin doesn't really have a lot of taste, I guess, but it has a distinct flavor. These kind of just taste like corn tortilla chips. Yeah, you could definitely dunk on them in salsa, but I was thinking if they had more of a pumpkin flavor, you could almost do like a whole tofu whipped ricotta situation and dunk these in that. And I think the creaminess would really just bring out that pumpkin. But honestly, they just taste like tortilla chips to me. So this was kind of a bust as well, but I mean, I'll eat them. They're good. Next up, I'm gonna try these marshmallows. So they're maple flavored marshmallows. They're made, they have soy in them, but they're made with tapioca starch or tapioca syrup, cane sugar, oh, and tapioca starch. They have carrageenan in it. Don't know how I feel about that. Soy protein, fruit juice for the color. What kind of fruit? It's very vague. And maple syrup. Okay, so these are definitely gluten-free and vegan, which I loved, right? All right, I feel like these were gonna go everywhere, so we're just gonna take a couple. I'm not a big marshmallow person anymore because obviously I can't eat them. Oh, these little guys, right? They feel, yeah, like marshmallowy texture. Wow. These are really good. Wow, totally digging these. All right, look, you can put them in hot cocoa, you can put them in your tea, you can put them in coffee, I guess even a dessert. What about when people make those sweet potatoes at like Thanksgiving and they put the marshmallows on top? Oh, these would go so great. They taste like you took a maple syrup bottle and just soaked your marshmallows in it. The texture was great. Super strong maple flavor. It's still lingering on my tongue. Slam dunk. These were on point to brand. If you see these, I think think they were like kind of hiding. They're small, so you might miss them. Definitely check them out. Really, really good. All right, so next up, we have the gluten-free pumpkin bagels. Guys, I've been eating these for weeks now. They're so good. Sorry I didn't get to try them literally on camera with you. I'll take it out of the bag though so you can see it. You get 4 in a bag. The unfortunate part is, even though Trader Joe's offers gluten-free bagels of many varieties, they all have egg in them. The only ones that don't, like I said at the beginning of this video, are these pumpkin ones, and I'm guessing it's mainly just because pumpkin holds everything together. So I don't know what your thoughts are. I didn't know how I'd feel about a pumpkin bagel. It sounded a little weird. I will say when you toast it up in the house, they're nice and big too. When you toast these up in the house, the whole house smells just like fall. It's really great. And I wasn't sure how I'd feel putting my typical cream cheese on it, right? But I will say they are cut. They are like partly cut here. I'm not gonna rip this open, but they're very spongy, I will say. It's gluten-free, so I mean, that's kind of to be expected, right? I do toast them up a little longer. They do seem to need a little more toasting. Are they good? Yeah, I mean, they do the job. They're not the best gluten-free vegan bagels I ever had, but they're fun, right? I mean, not many companies put out pumpkin gluten-free vegan bagels this season. So yeah, I'm down. It tastes like pumpkin. Actually, when you put the cream cheese on it, it elevates the bagel a lot. It actually makes it taste like you're eating a dessert, which is kind of cool because you could kind of have like those like cheesecake vibes, or like a pumpkin cheesecake vibe, or like one of those do like cream cheese frosting on desserts. It kind of gives me that vibe when it's on the pumpkin bagel, just ever so slightly. It just smells so good, even like not toasting it. Just for an idea of like what's in it that's doing that. A lot of chemicals. Cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and clove. It's probably honestly the clove that stands out the most to me. But even thinking about cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove in the house, it just smells so much like fall. It's amazing. So if you get a chance to find these, they've been running in and out of stock. Definitely pick up a bag or 2. I think they're $4.99. You get 4 bagels. It's a pretty good deal. And if you're vegan and gluten-free like me, these are the only ones I've gotten to try so far. So, okay, the cornbread mix. So I wanted to get this last year. I found out about it late. I was told it only comes out in the fall. Pretty bummed when I found out that they didn't have it anymore. So this year it popped in my head to ask for it. I know it's not exactly like a fall item. You can eat cornbread all year round, in my opinion. Whatever reason, Trader Joe's thinks you should only be eating it in the fall. So I picked up a box. I haven't made it yet. I mean, I've made gluten-free vegan cornbread before, so I mean, I don't know, someone said this is really good, so I can't wait to try it. Comment down below, like I said, if you really want to see me make this mix in another video, I will do it. It looks like all you need to add in is a egg, oil, and your choice of milk. Obviously, it would be plant milk. I'm thinking maybe flax egg or applesauce maybe. I'm not sure. And then you just kind of bake it. Mix it all together and bake it. I mean, it's not complicated, obviously. It takes a while to bake, though. You have to let it sit for 10 minutes, and then you bake it for about 30. Look for these. They were in the baking section, actually, with the other flours. There were some other gluten-free flours. I just couldn't pick them up. I did want to mention, too, there was a lot of other items at Trader Joe's that were entirely vegan, or a lot of other items that were entirely gluten-free that were fall-related items. If they're not in my video, it's either A, because my Trader Joe's did not have it, or B, it was because they were not both gluten-free and vegan. I'm also very selective about certain ingredients. I try not to buy anything that just has sugar in it. I try to buy things with cane sugar. If you're not sure why, I will put a link down below to explain, but I'm not going to ruin this video to talk about why vegans should not be eating regular granulated sugar. Last up on our list are these pumpkin O's. This is the first thing I saw right when I walked in. They're toasted whole grain cereal with brown rice, oats, and pumpkin. Sounds super healthy, right? Sure, actually it's not so bad. For a 1 1/3 cup, that's a lot of cereal. It's 150 calories. I was expecting way higher, but sure. And actually the sugar's not too terrible. It's 12 grams. I mean, if you compare this to like regular store-bought Cheerios or cereal, it's much higher, I have a feeling. Okay, so this one may contain almonds and hazelnuts. So if you have another allergy, it doesn't have it in it, but I guess it's the same kind of situation. They may cross-contaminate. So this has whole grain brown rice, cane sugar, whole grain oats, brown sugar. Oh, these are gonna be really good. I can just tell. Sea salt, pumpkin, cinnamon. I'm gonna try these without the milk, and then I will try them with a little bit of the milk. So let's talk about this milk real quick, and I'll come back to the cereal. So we have a non-dairy pumpkin oat. Guys, they also had a pumpkin creamer. I did not buy the creamer. I am not a coffee drinker. If you've watched any of my videos, you would know. So I did not see the point to buy the creamer, but they do have it. It is an oat milk creamer. It is pumpkin flavored. Please check that out. Hold that video 1 second. All right, I'm back. I almost forgot 2 other things I bought. Now, they weren't in the picture, unfortunately, at the beginning of the video on the thumbnail, but that's okay. So I was looking for yogurt. They didn't have pumpkin yogurt. And I actually stumbled upon this next item. But the last thing I want to say about this milk is I was worried it didn't have gluten-free oats, but it actually tells you right here, it's gluten-free. So I was pretty stoked about that. So it's oat-based, obviously, cane sugar, canola oil, pumpkin puree, natural flavors, sea salt. Have some gums in it, but look, this is not an everyday thing. This is a treat. I don't know how it's gonna be with pumpkin, I was gonna say Oreos, oh my gosh, pumpkin O's. It might be too much pumpkin, I'm gonna be honest with you. I will come back to this. So the only other thing I wanted to show you was, I did pick up these really cute Trader Joe's overnight oats, and look at the flavors. We got the pumpkin, and then we got the apple ones. So rolled oats with pumpkin puree and spices, rolled oats soaked in an almond beverage. So obviously overnight oats are super easy. I could make them, but you know, I saw these. Am I a fan of cold, wet oatmeal? Not really. I probably would microwave these and heat these up. Kind of can see the bottom, right? I'll take a spoonful of each one for you guys, but I'm actually gonna probably enjoy them microwave at a later time. So I'm just super curious how they taste. So let's get this pumpkin one and apple one open here. Oh, wow. Do these have a lot of sugar? I'm just curious. It's not like I'm like, oh my God, sugar. 21 grams? And this one has 12. I don't know why one's 12 and one's 21. Hopefully that's not a typo. Look at the pumpkin one. All right. It kind of looks like baby food, but, and the apple one, there's like no instructions on here about like microwave or anything, because I guess they just assume you're gonna eat it, you know, right out the gate here. Almond beverage, which it tells you what's in that. Water, almond butter, that's why it's so thick. Rolled oats, dates, apples pureed, dehydrated apples, and apple puree. I don't know why there's so many types of apples in here. Okay, here's the apple almond beverage one. Wow. All right, look, not a fan of cold oats, but if you put this in front of me and told me it was an apple pie that you blended up, I would totally buy it. The oats actually have almost like a crust texture to them. Now, not quite, obviously, but if you're looking for apple pie vibes, total slam dunk. It was really good. Like I said, for me, I'm just not an oat person with like cold oats. I like my oats warm. So honestly, I bet you this would taste 10 times better if we microwaved it. It was nice and hot. Ooh, then it'd be like hot apple pie. And then you could probably even take some like coconut whipped cream on top or some vegan vanilla ice cream. Oh, this just turned into a dessert. Forget breakfast. All right, so this pumpkin one. So it looks like we got water, pumpkin puree, dates, rolled oats, almond butter, cinnamon, and sea salt, and nutmeg. This one's actually like cleaner ingredients. It's kind of weird. The other one had like, I don't know, a lot. This one's a little simpler. I mean, it's oats and a bunch of the ingredients I just named. Honestly, just tastes like they took pumpkin puree and mixed it with oats, which I guess is sort of what the ingredients said, right? When I make oatmeal, I use oat milk or almond milk or soy milk. I don't generally just make oatmeal with water. So I feel like plant milk always gives oatmeal a lot more flavor. If I had to pick one of these again, I definitely would go with the apple one. Pumpkin one was good. It just literally tastes like pumpkin flavored oats. Glad I remembered I got these. They were in that section, like I said, with the creamers and the yogurts, and I almost didn't even see them the day I bought them. So totally glad I checked those out. The apple one's really good. Can't wait to microwave it and try it. Let's try this cereal. So even as an adult, I think Cheerios are like one of my favorite cereals. Not gonna lie, I was sort of hoping these would be like different colors to symbolize like the fall color. I will say some of them are sticking together, so they're very sugary, I guess. All right, look, they're, you know, typical cereal, right? Totally fall flavors here. Very pumpkin forward. It does have the brown sugar vibe to it where it has like almost like a maple flavor. I almost want to put the marshmallows in with the cereal. I mean, we could have like our own pumpkin Lucky Charms here, but I think it's missing that mapleness. I think it would have tasted really good with that. It's good. I think it's just those marshmallows. I'm still thinking about those. All right, anyways, let's try it with the milk. I might try this separately. In hindsight, probably should have refrigerated it. It's not cold, so hold for a moment, please. All right, y'all, this is a little trick I learned when I used to bartend back in the day. We got a cup of ice. We're just gonna, oh my gosh, it's like orange. That's crazy. I don't know if you saw that. Weird. All right, now I gotta try this by itself. It's not cold, but it's all right. Do you see that? Ooh. Wow, it's actually very smooth. Interesting. Okay, I dig. Y'all see that? Like orange. It's so weird. All right. Just a little trick. Next time you need to get your milk cold faster. All right, guys, so it's like an orange milk situation here. Weird, huh? All right, so we're gonna try this. Guys, that is like a punch of pumpkin. Wow. I'm actually curious, like I said, to see how these marshmallows fare. Okay, guys, so with this marshmallow, wow. That's probably the best pumpkin Lucky Charms I ever had. It's really good. It's just very pumpkin. I guess I would probably eat the cereal with a regular plant milk, and then this pumpkin oat beverage, I don't know, I guess you could bake with it or put it in pancakes or I guess coffee. But yeah, delicious if you're looking for pumpkin. It was definitely a slam dunk in that regard. It was a big pumpkin punch to the mouth, like I said. All right, guys, so that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys liked everything you saw. Comment down below which one you cannot wait to go to the store and buy and try. Thanks for coming along with me. If you liked what you saw, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And as always, stay driven.